back at it again, another day training like I like to do. So I'm doing these Hindu push-ups on my fingertips, mainly because when I do them on my hands, I'm not really challenging my upper body that much in strength, so I might as well challenge my fingers. I still get the same benefit in the spine as well as the pike position. When I do the pike at the end of the Hindu push-ups, I'm really trying to compress actively, not just pushing with my arms, but pulling in with my legs at the same time. Actually, my legs and arms are pushing in the same direction, which is what gives me the same stretch. Both are going forwards. So I do some flares here. Starting to get a little bit more proficient with the movement. I do a lot of work balancing still on the hands. So I just wanted to try to get some walking, all the directions I could think of. I did not challenge any spinning, but that one's kind of easy. It's about the same as walking in one direction. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're about training physically, about training mentally. So I will get to training mentally in a short moment here, but I made the mistake of putting the barbell over my back in like the low barbell back squat. I should have been putting it on the high barbell back squat if you're doing calf raises. I switched it up. I switched back to a high bar squat position on the back, but that is a quick tip for you. But training physically, training mentally, go hand in hand. If you really want to be smarter, if you want to make better decisions over the long term, if you want to be, if you want to be logical, maybe, an important and underrated aspect of yourself that you might not be realizing is that your emotions are a very influential part when it comes to any sort of decision, or very influential on your actions. If you want to be logical, one thing that can take you out of that so-called logical, analytical, critical thinking is being overly emotional or just highly emotional at a certain time. Sometimes it's necessary and is the right thing to be emotional in a certain situation. There's reasons why you have them. I say some of the times that emotions are not calibrated quite for the 21st century, as I think most of the emotions were made for a tribal society thousands of years ago, where life and death situations arose on a daily basis, whereas now life or death situations probably only occur when you get into your car and drive around. So most of these exercises are just very good bang for your buck. Strength building exercise I'm doing here, except for the calf raises, are just kind of a isolation work. So just understand how your emotions affect you. There's in psychology, they have an IQ, an intelligence quotient, and an EQ, which is, I'm not really sure what it stands for, but it's a very similar thing to intelligence, emotional intelligence. So what you should be aware of and improving, as it's something that everyone can improve on, is understanding your own emotions, understanding what your emotions do to you. For example, when you're afraid, physically, you're faster and stronger. Fight or flight. So understand your emotions. You can just, think about every so often, just think, what kind of emotion am I feeling? And then when you do realize you're feeling some sort of emotion, maybe think, how does that emotion make me think when I'm off of baseline? And you can always improve on that. You can try to understand other people's emotions. Very important thing. Some people are better at it than others. Some people already know how they feel. Some people already can feel what other people are feeling. But everyone can get better. So understand your own emotions, how that impacts your thinking, how that impacts your actions, how it impacts your state, and just know what kind of emotions you're going through at that certain moment. And think about what kind of emotion would you think would be best for any certain situation. So taking a little 180 here, back to the training. This is, I haven't really done much neck training. So I did it with the hands on the floor with that. I only did one set today. Here, I'd like to do some more neck training. I probably could have done that last set without any hands, but it might have been a little more intense than I want it to be. Here I'm doing some Nordic curls, leg extension, natural leg extensions. Very good for the knees. I maybe could have squeezed out one more rep. Next time I do these, I will go for 4 reps. But it's been a while since I had done them. So this is what I'm talking about. This is mainly what I do when it comes to training. I will do a static hold. So I'm glad I worked into some walking around style handstands. This looks like a very static movement, or maybe not movement, but static hold and isometric. But as you see right here, I am looking at my hands incorporating some movement, which might have made me fall. And then here is the nighttime stretching portion of today. Starting off with some... Sorry, I had to get a drink of water. Starting off with a split squat that you get from ATG, Athletic Truth Group, which is knees over toes guy style of training, and then getting into a front split. Holds nothing too unusual. I do a lot of stretching at night because that seems to be the best time to do it. If you guys think there's a better time to do it, let me know, but I think at night would be best because of sleeping and not moving too much when you're trying to do that. So I tried to do I didn't quite do a full body stretching routine. I missed the hands, the feet. I did the feet, but I missed the hands, the fingers, the toes, the neck, the eyeballs, the spine. But I got a lot of the prime movers, the shoulder here. This is a very good shoulder exercise that I have a tutorial for shoulder mobility. This is one of the top ones I put in that one video. But the idea is to go through this motion and just move your hands closer and closer to make it more intense until eventually you can do it with just your hands together. I took a slight break from shoulder stretching because it got too intense and I think I needed to recover, but I think I'm back at it. I can do back to some shoulder jump rope, shoulder bridges. This is a very good exercise to do. You can use a towel like I'm here, use a shirt, whatever it takes to get it done. And I move a little ever so close. So get your training in, get your stretching in. A lot of gentle movements are better. Just meditative movements that I don't show on camera that I do is I just think about where my body is. I move and just move whatever feels right. Just take pleasure in moving. Change your relationship with your body. Don't think you're too old to be moving and trying out new things. Don't think you're too injured or too unathletic or too ugly or whatever it is. You're always able to move and have some fun. So change your mind and just try to have fun moving and move freely, express yourself. And I've had a lot of, I think, good progress with this pike stretch here due to the Hindu push-ups I was doing at the beginning in the past couple of days. That might be a daily kind of thing for quite a while, doing some Hindu push-ups on the fingertips or just variations. I think it's really improving they're just making it add some variation, and this is one of my least favorite stretches because it used to be very, very painful, but ever since I started doing the Hindu push-ups, it really is making it less painful and really letting me do more stretching. So I get, my back is loosening up. This used to be a very good back stretch, and now it's a very mild back stretch, so I might need to progress the pancake forwards-wise, like I think I do. But this side-to-side one, I'm starting to finally get my back loosened up, so hopefully I'll very much master the pancake position. I'm not really sure how to progress that pancake any much. I might come into some roadblocks. If you guys have any suggestions how I could make it more intense, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to work towards that. Able to get my calves to the floor on a sort of middle split position. And then I do a butterfly stretch, which should help with the middle splits. And my butterfly is actually quite poor compared to my other positions like pike and pancakes, so that's one of the working points. I try to do some pigeon position sometimes. But this is the end of the training. Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you get out moving and improving.